What's up, everybody? I hope everybody's doing well. Thanks for joining me today. I'm going to dive right into this. Yesterday, I dealt with Psalms 91 and 1. Today, I'm going to deal with verse 2. But before I get to that, I want to read something else to you. I'm going to read a passage and coming out of Matthew chapter 24, starting at the 3rd verse. I'm going to read all the way down to the 14th verse. And so these are the disciples. The disciples are talking to Jesus and asking him, when will these things come? Jesus began to tell him that the world is going to come to an end and certain things are going to happen. And so they begin to ask him, when will these things be? And so let's start at the latter part of verse 3. And it says, what sign will signal your return at the end of the world? Jesus told them, do not let anyone mislead you, for many will come in my name, claiming I am the Messiah. They will deceive many, and you will hear of wars and threats of wars, but don't panic. Yes, these things must take place, but the end won't follow immediately. Nation will go to war against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. There will be famines and earthquakes in many parts of the world, but all this is only the first of the birth pains, with more to come. Then you will be arrested, persecuted, and killed. You will be hated all over the world because you are my followers, and many will turn away from me and betray and hate each other, and many false prophets will appear and will deceive many. Sin will be rampant everywhere, and the love of many will grow old, but the one who endures to the end will be saved. And the good news about the kingdom will be preached throughout the world, the whole world, so that all nations will hear it, and then the end will come. My friends, there's a lot of turmoil and persecution and sorrows that we're facing right now in this day and time, and there is more to come. For the word of God says, it says right here in verse 8, but all this is only the first of birth pains, with more to come. Birth pains are like growing pains. When a woman is in labor, the birth pains only worsen, and all the way until it's time for the baby to be born. So the things that are going on into this world, the word of God says in Matthew 24 verse 8 that they're only the first of the birth pains. So we must prepare ourselves. So how do we as believers deal with everything that is going on in the world right now? What does God expect for us to do? How do we deal with what's going on right now? And as I spoke about yesterday in verse 1 of Psalms 91, we go to our hiding place. Go to our secret place, our hiding place in God. So let's go ahead and deal with Psalms 91. We're going to read verse 2. It says, I will say of the Lord, he is my refuge and my fortress, my God, in him will I trust. What is refuge? A refuge is a place that provides shelter or protection from pursuit, danger, or trouble. Psalms 46, 1-3 says, God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in time of trouble. Therefore, we will not fear, even though the earth be moved, and though the mountains be carried into the midst of the sea, though its waters roar and be troubled, though the mountains shake with its swelling. What is this saying? It's saying when all hell is breaking loose, God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in time of trouble. Friends, during times like this that we're dealing with, God is your refuge. He is a shelter. He is a place that you can go. He is a protection from pursuit. He is protection from danger or trouble. He is a refuge. Like I spoke about yesterday, you can hide in God, in that secret place that's only known to God, in the spirit realm, in the presence of God. God is your refuge. And then it also says that the Lord is your fortress. A fortress is a military stronghold, not susceptible to outside influence or disturbance. Susceptible means to be open, subject, unresistant, influenced, or harmed by any particular thing. So if people were around us, if we were all getting the cold and getting sick, and you wasn't getting sick but everyone else was, means you are susceptible to the cold and to the disease that everybody else is getting. So the word of God says that God is a fortress, a stronghold that is not susceptible, that is not open, that is not influenced by outside things that are trying to come against you. Hide in God. He is your refuge and He is your fortress. The Lord is an ancient shelter, open to those who seek Him. The Word of God says in Proverbs 18:10 that the name of the Lord is a strong tower. The righteous run into it and they are safe. Those that are in God will be safe. Those that hide in the secret places, those that allow God to be your refuge and your fortress, will be safe and free from harm. My friends, during this time, Psalms 91 should be our go-to. And whenever you feel discouraged, whenever you feel fear trying to grip you, go to Psalms 91. And we must have faith in this word. We must have faith in God. If we have fear, then we're not operating in faith. And everything that God does, He does through faith. So we must believe by faith that God is our refuge. By faith, God is our fortress. By faith, God will hide me in His secret place. By faith, God will hide me and keep me covered under His shadow of the Almighty. Meditate on this word. I hope you feel encouraged. I hope you feel like you've gotten some hope from the Word of God. My friends, it's going to be okay. I want you to be encouraged. It's going to be okay. You're going to make it. You're going to be all right. Until next time, be blessed.